nowhere until about his own. Sometimes I dance right. It's time!
Well, he's the owner of the consensus best knockout of 2018 against Chan Sung Jung. That came with 1 second to go in the 5th and final round. Yair Rodriguez back on the proving ground.
Yair Rodriguez is a guy that since winning the Ultimate Fighter Latin America has earned five Performance of the Night bonuses in 7 fights. Every time that he fights, it's very exciting. He's very skilled. He can do it all. He went out to Chicago after the show, lived with Izzy Martinez, learned wrestling, learned to speak English, just developed an overall game of mixed martial arts to put himself in a position where he could one day fight for a UFC championship.
And it's fortunate that he was able to work out his differences with the UFC, because one thing I will say without a doubt, he deserves to be in the biggest show in the sport, and Yair Rodriguez very much a factor here in this featherweight division. Yair Rodriguez has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. Well, if you hear the ladies shrieking, that's because T-City is making his way to the octagon. The former title challenger, Brian Ortega. And a lot of people, DC, do believe for this jiu-jitsu practitioner, his ceiling is championship, and eventually he'll get it.
Yes, the ladies go crazy for T-City. Even his video game character is the best-looking guy out here. Brian Ortega is a jiu-jitsu guy. But as you saw in the Frankie Edgar fight, he has now developed striking to match. That was a massive uppercut that floored a guy that had never been finished before. So as long as he continues to improve, John, he will realize a UFC championship before it's all said and done.
All class outside the octagon with his Brian Ortega foundation, but T-City has got his eyes fixed on the prize. Title eliminator of sorts here tonight. Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Yair El Patera Rodriguez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brian T-City Ortega.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, of course, by way of Chihuahua, Mexico. Here is the man who has put the UFC on the map in Mexico, the wildly entertaining Yair Rodriguez. He does everything well, but the wrestling and the grappling has caught up with the striking. Unorthodox striker with finishing instincts in all areas of mixed martial arts. Yair Rodriguez once again on the cusp of featherweight contention. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, certainly a lot of respect on both sides, but a lot more respect than action, at least thus far.
Yeah, I'm booed. I'm not even surprised. I gotta catch myself. You need to go in there and fight. Come on, man, it's a video game. Somebody do something. Go forward and fight.
Oh, effective strike there by Yair Rodriguez. Big left hand there. Oh, nice land there by Yair Rodriguez, DC. There are so many different layers and dynamic strikes in the arsenal of Yair Rodriguez. The opposition just never knows what's coming. That uppercut appeared to find its home.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
So just over 20 total strikes. And counting have now landed for Brian T-City Ortega. Pretty strong jab there by Rodriguez. Oh, another stiff jab here. That's about as good as it gets with that weapon. 2 minutes to go. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses.
Nice punch land.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, yes, it is a lost art in mixed martial arts. Not just the jab, but the double jab.
I mean, a beautiful double jab. That thing's throwing right from the chin, too.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Rodriguez is bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Final seconds here of round one. Oh, clean hook there. Oh, and mercifully, there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest in that round. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So the fighter now with a cut on his lip. That is something he's going to have to deal with. You see the cut man not wasting any time getting in there. We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for him moving forward. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Well, Ortega's boxing is really sharp here tonight. You got to think James Lurson likes what he sees out of that Ortega corner. Really good job by the fighter to land that kick. Oh, right hook attempt. No good. Whiffs on the straight right hand. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, he's so strong in position.
DC, he is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots. Now we're going. Oh, big elbow.
Oh, that left thigh now really starting to swell. Oh, he dove and lands. Wow. Oh, these crowds. Herb Dean steps in.
Holy smokes.
What a fight. So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Brian T-City Ortega!
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TKO.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he hurt his opponent and he pressed his foot down in the gas until he got that finish. That was amazing.